Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 2023 Mazda IRONMAN 70.3 in Cozumel, presented by Innovasport. My name is Javier Clavelo, your announcer this weekend in Cozumel. I'm delighted to present to you the virtual athlete briefing. And we'll just go through the slides and all the essentials that you need to be able to race successfully and safely in Cozumel, Mexico. So before race days, just a few reminders. You will be, when you pick up your packet, you will be printed with your race number will be affixed to your wrist at an athlete check-in. This band will identify you as an official athlete and must be worn during this week in Cozumel. This wristband is required for medical identification purposes and allows you to access race day shuttles from the 10 host hotels, both transition areas, post-race after recovery, a water ceremony, and also if you have any previous wristband from previous events, please remove it. And just as a reminder, that all race packets must be picked up by 5:30 p.m. Saturday, September 23rd. You also want to look out for these posters. These are local retail partners that will have attractive discounts and promotions in the best stores and restaurants around Cozumel. Obviously, this race has been around for a few years, since 2012. So obviously, the town is very familiar with the race, IRONMAN 70.3. So just take note of that. There will be a practice swim Saturday, and that an opportunity to acclimatize yourself with the water conditions. And that will be Saturday morning, 6:30 to 8:15 a.m. at Chankanat Park. That will be at the swim finish section. While swimming during the scheduled swim practice, again, always follow the instructions of water safety staff and wear a bright color swim cap, easier for you to be identified. Only athletes, registered athletes in the race will be able to participate in the practice swim. Those who have completed a athlete check-in the previous day, Friday, they will be able to participate. So they will need to wear the racing chip at all times during the practice swim. Those who have not picked up their timing chip at the packet pickup, they will bring a piece of ID, and that will be for groups 4, 5, and 6. Those chips will be available on site upon presentation of an official piece of ID that you'll be able to do the practice swim. So either your racing chip or a piece of ID for those groups 4 to 6, to be able to do the practice swim. Otherwise, you will not be able to access water. And like I said, please do not swim beyond the buoys and never swim alone. And just here before the race day, we have a mandatory red bag check-in. That will be all your run gear, everything that you need for your run. You will gonna leave it at transition 2 inside the Mega Supercenter parking lot. The entrance will be located on the 11th Avenue. That will depend obviously on your selected group. Here are the time slots. You can take a screenshot going all the way from 9 o'clock all the way to 6 p.m. And then just to know, there will be no official transportation or bag drop-off. Each participant is responsible for their own transportation to transition number 2. And again, your run gear, you will leave all your run, everything you need for your run Saturday. You will not be able to access this T2 Sunday only on when you actually finish your bike portion. And again, just to note, these red bags will be numbered, so make sure that you mark your racing bib number, so for easier identification when you leave it at T2. There's also a mandatory bike check-in. Again, you're going to leave your bike Saturday, and you look at the different time slots, going all the way from group 1 from 9 a.m. to 10:30, all the way to 6 o'clock. You can want to take also a print screenshot. This information is also on the athlete guide. And then just to note, for both the T2 and the bike check-in and T1, there will be no transportation for the bike check-in. Each participant is responsible for their own transportation. And just to note that if you have a failed temperature check on race day as a third Ironman policy, there will be no opportunity to race. Also, just as a reminder, again, the red run gear bag will stay overnight, and then bicycles, you'll leave them Saturday. You won't be able to bring them Sunday, cycling shoes may be left in transition area, must be clipped or attached to the bike. Otherwise, they must be placed inside a blue bike gear bag, so properly identified. So please do not lose any loose gear will be allowed on the bicycle section T1 on bike check-in day. Just a note here as well, the bike checkout ticket. If you're unable to personally claim your bike gear, your tire, and of course you can have a family member or a friend that can pick up that bike for you. You need to they need just to provide a copy of their piece of their ID along with a signed ticket to claim their your bike. As a precaution, give the ticket to a family member or a friend prior to the race. Even if you plan to pick up the bike yourself, you'll receive two bike checkout tickets in your packet, and then please retrieve your bike no later than 4:30 p.m. Sunday. Again, we have an exciting Tri Club program as part of the Ironman, and then it's a free program. Every time an athlete races, they earn age group ranking points, which then credited towards their overall Tri Club divisional ranking. Here's the breakdown according to the size of the club. So take note of that. A great opportunity. There's usually all these clubs are actually awarded at the award ceremony. So exciting opportunity if you're a part of a triathlon club. And again, we're excited also to welcome all Ironman All World Athletes, or AWA. Ironman World Athletes is basically those will have finished within the top 10% of their age group each calendar year. This system allows athletes to generate points based on their finish behind the first official finisher of the age group. So basically your top 3 performances. So we want to welcome all Ironman All World Athletes to Cozumel. Well, switching now to a race day Sunday. So you will have 2 bags for a race day. The first one is the white bag race morning clothes. And then you'll, when you bring those clothes, obviously you will not need for your race. You can drop them off anytime between 4:15 a.m. to 6:15 a.m. Prior to the start. There will be buses available located at T1 at Chankana Park. Just ensure that all the items fit within in that array, in this white bag. And please do not bring any of valuable objects like AirPods or cell phones, iPods, or cameras. You can leave those in your hotel room. Again, do not leave any valuables in this race morning clothes, your white bag. Again, if you have a friend who wants to pick up all your belongings, this is not mandatory, but it's there for you if you need it. Again, you'll leave it in one of the buses at T1. The blue bag, that's the swim to bike bag. And basically, this is for all the items you would have used during the swim portion, whether a swim cap, goggles, your towel. Leave this bag at your bike rack at the exact same place where you removed your bike at T1. Make sure that you mark both these bags so it's easier to retrieve them later. Event staff will transport these bags to transition 2, and then you'll be able to pick them up when you retrieve your bike at the end of the race. Again, anything that is not there, that is left outside these bags, will be discarded by the team at the Chankana Park. So when they do clean up after the event. Just like take a quick look here at the relays. So there's a transition bike check-in here. There was a designated area at the bike check-in. So each relay member may enter general recovery area after the finish. So especially relays, each relay member must collect their own finisher t-shirt and medal. It is strictly forbidden to cross the finish line together. Only the runner relay member may do so, just to ensure that when you see the finish line, there's a designated area there for the recovery zone for relay teams. Just some important medical and health information. Of course, your safety is our primary concern and priority. So there will be a medical team staff in the medical facilities, our Custom Med Hospital. Those medical resources will also be available when you are out on the course. If you're not feeling well on race morning, we strongly advise you not to start a race. If you decide not to start an event, you must inform a race official so we can officially withdraw you from the event. Again, if you're not feeling unwell at any point during the race, make sure that you seek help rather than just continue. and then you will not be disqualified from receiving a medical evaluation. And again, as a reminder, do not be afraid of ask for help for any symptoms you may experience during the race. And again, if you're in the swim, if you encounter any problems, just wave your hand, and that would alert a water safety team that you need help. And then you're on the bike, if you're not or near any aid station, stop, let someone know you need help. Anyone can help, a staff member, another athlete, and even a support vehicle, but even a spectator. Just alert him that you need help, and then make sure that you provide your bib number for faster assistance. And again, for the run, same as the bike, if you're not near an aid station, stop, and then someone know that you need help. So take note of that if ever you encounter any health issues before and during the race. Well, after you finish the race, please do not leave the post-race area until you're reasonably certain you're okay and able to drink without vomiting or stand without dizziness. If you're not feeling well, there will be medical staff there at the medical tent. So make sure that you seek help before you leave the recovery area. So again, health is extremely important. That's essential so you can race healthy and race more. Well, let's switch now. We continue on race day. I mean, the swim portion will be as a rolling start fashion. So athletes will be holding out their bike rack race day before being called out to a staging pen, depending on the 9 estimated swim times that we're going to mention in the following slide. Please, only one entrance for all corrals. So we're going to look at this photo in a moment. Athletes will enter the water in a continuous motion throughout the control access point. This is about approximately 3 athletes per 6-second laps. An athlete's time will start when they cross the timing mat at the start line. So an athletes can self-seed. It's not mandatory, highly encouraged. So you can swim with folks who are expected to swim similar time as you. If you want to take a screenshot of that, look at, you have the pre-start, those faster swimmers expected to complete a 1.2 mile swim under 27 minutes. If you're a slow swimmer, you want to move it back for those 50 plus and more. So here's an overview of the course. That's basically when you actually bike, you're going to leave your bike there. You're going to make your way. So this is a section for relays. And you're going to make all the various bikes are right here. You're going to make your way all the way here to the swim start. You're going to walk here and then all the way here. That's how you're going to make your way to the swim start. As you can see here, we have all the various corrals, all the way from pre-start zone 3 all the way to those slower swimmers. So take note of that. We're going to call you based on the pre-start your expected swim time. And those who expect to finish faster will be called out first, and I will be closer to the start of the swim. This is the venue map here. So just includes all the 3 events, obviously, with the the swim exit and the transition 1 and the out to the, and you just take a look here. We'll take a closer look for every portion of the race, but just take note of that and even at how the whole venue map is laid out. Going back to the swim, it's a 1.2 mile, 1,900 meters single loop swim with the rolling start will take place at the Chancanap Park. At the completion of the swim, athletes will head to T1, again located at the parking lot of Chancanap Park. The swim start is scheduled at 6:40 a.m. on Sunday, and buoys will be placed every 100 meters for your reference along the course. But there will be 3 red buoys will be located on your left of each turn. These are the corners. 3 red buoys that will be you're going to turn to your left. Let's take a look here. This is the swim start. There will be snorkels and then safety boats. I'll guide you along the way. That will be more of a rectangular shape here for the swim course. You'll see the first turn here to your left, again to your left, all the way down here to make your way back to Chancanap, and then one final left turn, and you go straight into the stairs just to complete your 1.2 mile swim portion. There will be various safety personnel, but again, 3 red buoys always turn. The Red Bull is on your left. That's how you're going to turn to make sure that you're right on course. Switching out to the bike course. The bike course starts at the Chancanap Park as a T1 and ends alongside the City Hall, or what we call as Presidencial Palacio Municipal, using the main highway that circles the island of Cozumel. There will be 6 aid stations, pretty much anywhere between the first one at the 12-mile mark, and then you'll have aid stations pretty much every 9 miles. And that, of course, that will be an opportunity to keep athletes well fueled during the bike leg. Let's take a look here. You leave T1, and that's basically T2. You're going to leave T1 right here, and you're going to start your bike portion here. You'll see the various mile markers, and then you're going to go all the way here to just to complete the Punta Sur. That will be your first aid station right there, all the way here to along the coastline. Make your way back into into T2. You continue continue your bike portion, and that will be another one final out and back here to complete your 56-mile bike portion. Again, one big loop for the first 47 kilometers or 47 kilometers or 55 kilometers, rather 35 miles. And then you have another out and back to complete the bike portion. Just to note that the course will close 5 hours and 30 minutes after the last athlete enters the water. Each athlete or relay member will have 5 hours and 30 minutes to complete the swim, T1, and the bike course, regardless of when they start the swim. An athlete or a team member that takes longer than 5 hours and 30 minutes to complete those 3 portions, swim, T1, and the bike course, will receive a DNF, did not finish. For those athletes who have not finished the first bike lap, that's about 60 kilometers prior to 11 a.m., 11:15 a.m. approximately on Sunday, they will not be able to proceed to their second lap due to the expected cutoff time. And again, as a reminder, absolutely no drafting behind another bike or any other vehicle is allowed. Athletes must ride, and I'll show you a diagram in a moment. They just basically ride on the far side of the road, except when they're passing another rider. Again, side-by-side riding is not allowed. Well, some basic rules about the bike portion. And again, all bikes will be displayed a bike frame number clearly visible, and there will be a sticker that you have to affix to your bike frame, seat frame. And then we'll get into those. So take note of that if you want to take a quick photo screenshot there, and then we'll take a look at the how do you overpass another athlete, and also the various penalties that you may incur during the bike portion. We'll take a look at those in a moment. And then the expectation is that each cyclist should be prepared to handle any possible mechanical malfunction, and that technical support does not include the normal changing of flat tires. A limited number of neutral technical support vehicles will be on the course to assist you with emergency repairs whenever possible. So as a 2023 Ironman competition rule, the super top position, for safety reasons, the following positions that you see here on the screen are prohibited. Again, some of the penalties that you may incur, hopefully take note of that, and any combination of 3 blue cards will result in race disqualification. And this blue card penalty will incur a 5-minute penalty, and usually those are helmet, chin strap. They must be securely fastened whenever you're on your bike and running or working with your bike during the race and transition area. You also must wear your race number during the run portion of the race, and also no littering, folks. If you want to stop and go at the next penalty box, do not throw away anything outside the official aid stations. Obviously, unauthorized equipment, no compression socks, cell phones, or MP3 players, and outside assistance, do not accept it because that will result in disqualification. So anyways, you'll see here when officials show a blue card, that will be a 5-minute penalty, a yellow, a blocking violation, That will be 30-second violation, a yellow card. And again, any combination of 3 blue cards that will be for a drafting violation will result in disqualification. Just general rules: not headphones allowed on the swing, bike, or run course. No individual support on the course from family and friends. There will be neutral race support will be available on the course. And again, a shirt must be worn on the bike and run course. No cameras, phone cameras, or video cameras allowed on the course. And again, make sure that you wear your bib number on the run course with number visible to the front. If you decide to drop out of the race at any point, please let an athlete official know immediately and turn your time and chip. And again, no family and friends allowed to cross the finish line with you. You have plenty of time to celebrate. That will result in disqualification. And again, that will be more just to take note of some of the chronology of the race. And then we'll take a look at, there will be bike course that technical support team at these various zones that cover the entire portion of the bike. And again, just to see a drafting zone here, folks, you have to keep a 12-meter distance with the bike ahead of you. If you wish to overtake the athlete ahead of you, just basically have a 26 seconds to do so. If you fail to do so, obviously, you need to go back and keep that 12-meter distance. So the diagram to the right is the right thing to do. To the left, that will result in a blue card, a blue penalty for drafting. Now switching over to the swim course. This is a 2-loop flat and very fast if you're a fast runner. 13 miles to cover along the Cozumel Bay. Athletes will be treated to very spectacular, spectator friendly before finishing at the Cozumel City Hall. And again, we have a cutoff time of 8 hours and 30 minutes after the last athlete enters the water. We'll have 8 hours and 30 minutes to complete the entire course. Athletes who fail to finish before the cutoff time, but have a finishing time of more than 8 hours and 30 minutes, will be considered a DNF and will not be able to be eligible for age group awards or for the IRONMAN 70.3 World Championship slots or the Roll Down. Take note of some of the running shoes that are prohibited as of February this year. So take note of those brands and specific models that are not allowed for running in an Ironman race. When you look at the run portion, we'll start here and at T2. Then we're going to start making your way all the way down here. So at the 3-mile mark, around 5.5 kilometers, you go back to complete the first 10 kilometers of the race, and then you do another loop. And then just to take the final, you see there will be marks at every mile and every kilometer, and then you're going to start and make your a left turn to enter the finish line. And then again, just as a reminder, as I feed of the cutoff times, 1 hour and 10 minutes for the swim. Again, for the bike, 11:15, your latest time to be able to complete the first lap on the bike, and that will be 60 kilometers. And again, or 5 hours and 30 for the entire portion of the bike and the swim and 3-1 portion. And again, for the finish line, no more than 8 hours and 30 minutes. As a reminder, 8 stations, there will be 6 on the bike portion. So the first one at 12 miles, and the next one's every 9 miles. There will be water bottles. I'll show you here what's available here for the bike course. So there will be volunteers. I'll hand it out. Make sure that you reduce speed, as you'll be able to take water, Gatorade, food, fuel, gel, Gatorade, water, and toilets. So volunteers do not cross over that line. You have to come to them to retrieve whatever support you need for your bike portion. The run course 8 stations, there will be volunteers who will actually replenish, but they will not give you any of these items. You have to pick them up yourself, and there will be portable toilets at each of the 8 stations on the bike and the course. And look at what's available there at the run course, from water to Gatorade, Pepsi, ice. There'll be some food as well, and gel. And so take note of the aid stations that will be located approximately every kilometer. And this is what's on offer at aid stations. Well, if you have friends following you and or family joining you on site in Cozumel, there's their Ironman Tracker app that provides official real-time athlete tracking for select Ironman and Ironman 70.3 events. Make sure to download it, and they can have your bib number or your name and follow you every step of the way. And again, it's a finish line policy. Family and friends are not permitted to cross the finish line or enter the finish line chute with participating athletes. That's an important observation, folks, because that will receive automatic disqualification. Make sure that we don't interfere with any other athletes, ensure their safety. Again, there will be a professional medal ceremony for the top 3 male and female athletes at the Quintana Roo Park, the finish line plaza, anywhere sometime between 10:40 a.m. and 11:40 a.m. There will be a recovery zone. Make sure you don't forget you pick up your finisher teacher, the recovery area. And if you register 1 month prior, you'll be able to pick up your personalized finisher diploma. And this is your second or third Ironman event in Mexico this year. Do not forget to pick up your additional duology or trilogy finisher medal from your NDOT Supremo. That's a collection of all, you can have various medals if you race in Mexico on the same calendar year. And make sure you can follow us or like us on Instagram and Facebook, Ironman Mexico. Now, after the race, it's time to celebrate, and we'll have the awards ceremony at 6 p.m. at Punta Langosta Senior Frogs, located at Punta Langosta Mall, for top 5 athletes in each age group. And then the 3 first places for the relays and the best 5 track clubs and the top 3 pros will be awarded. Please do not remove your wristband prior to the ceremony. That will be your accreditation to enter Senior Frogs for the award ceremony. The slot allocation or roll down for the 2024 Ironman 70.3 World Championships in New Zealand, that will be held immediately after the award ceremony. And again, this event will be held in Taupo, New Zealand, December 2024. You have to look at the preliminary results to see if you have qualified to compete at the Ironman 70.3. You have to be in person in order to secure your slot. And then there's only if you're during the roll down, if you're secured a slot to go to the World Championships, they'll be prepared to pay an online registration of $780 US, all taxes included. Only electronic payment credit card payment is accepted. And just as a precaution, want to bring a couple of credit cards. So in case the first one is declined, and payment must be received at the ceremony on site to claim your slot. And of course, any unclaimed slot will be rolled on to the next eligible finisher who is present at Senior Frogs. There'll also be a closing party. Nice an opportunity to celebrate and share with your fellow triathletes. That will be at Punta Langosta Cruise Terminal at the shopping center of Senior Frogs. And that will be immediately after the slot allocation. There will be a lost and found as well. Any found out items during the race will be taken to the award ceremony. But note that Ironman Cozumel is not responsible for any lost objects. So make sure that you mark your gear with your bib number, as Ironman Cozumel is not responsible for lost items. Folks, muchas gracias. Thank you so much. Safe travels and enjoy Cozumel 70.3. Looking forward to seeing you this weekend. Thank you so much.